So, and along those lines of thinking then, is it better to get a systemic infusion of stem cells, or is it, you know, I have people come to me and say, I got stem cells injected in this particular place, this hip or this chronic low back thing or my knee. Well, you know, tell us a little bit about what really happens in that process, because the word you kept using is signaling, and I feel like that.
Yeah, I think if a person is older and has some kind of chronic condition, has inflammation going on, you've got to address the systemic issue. If you just focus on the local area, you're not gonna get as good of results. So you can still get results, but you could really accelerate your healing when you involve the whole body, because we know the immune system is really powerful at keeping you young, at preventing you from being sick, and helping you repair from any condition. So if you can bring the immune system on board, all of a sudden you have so much more horsepower to regenerate. So when you do IV stem cells, the cells, the first few organs it perfuses the heart, lung, liver, and spleen, right? Spleen is a powerful immune organ. And if you can get the spleen on board and all the peripheral lymphoid organs on board through the IV route, and then your body really has all these, it's like having an army behind you all of a sudden, right? Instead of having the local soldiers fight the battle, now you got a whole army from the whole body that can come in and help you.
Yeah. So I love that idea then. So that what they're acting as more is kind of signal initiators for your body's own immune system. Is that correct?
Absolutely. And that's been proven over and over by research. Initially, the researchers really thought it was because these cells are going to become local stem cells. And they keep trying to prove that, and they keep being disproven. So they keep saying, well, now we know the reason that the tissue regenerated is not because these cells we just gave became the local tissue cells, because they don't see it. They don't. But the local from the same person's cells actually start to differentiate and replenish the local tissue. That's how it happened. And when they try to tag these new cells, new stem cells they put in the body, very few, often none, become the local cells. So that's how they know. It's not because these cells start to differentiate, which makes it not as important to put the cells right in that spot, right?
Yeah, because our bodies innately know when they're signaled where to go because of where that chronic inflammation or that spot that needs to be addressed. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The innate intelligence, it's very inspiring. As a doctor, of course, everybody know I was a psychiatrist. Of course, later on, I got board certified in anti-aging and regenerative medicine. But when I first got into the stem cell field, I wasn't board certified in anti-aging medicine, right? I was a psychiatrist, but I was curing joint, people who had to get a knee replacement. I was curing them like no orthopedic surgeons could do, right? I was getting lupus patient to go into remission like no rheumatologist can do. So who am I? So that was really fun because I don't have that kind of specialized training, but I can accomplish amazing feats that these specialists couldn't do. So that was like, I'm having so much fun. I've got something really going for me.
Yeah.